Meera Shankar, here is a US President choosing a platform such as Davos for issuing direct threats and also sending a message to the world about his ambitions, that he doesn't believe in keeping it a secret. He has told Denmark and the entire EU and NATO that he is interested in that piece of ice and that if he gets it, he'll be appreciative. If he doesn't, then he will remember it.
Yes, but I think the key takeaway from his speech, as far as Greenland was concerned, was, of course, that he repeated his familiar tropes. But the key takeaway was that for the first time, he ruled out the use of force to take Greenland from Denmark. He has not done that till now. He has till now not explicitly said that the use of force to take Greenland is ruled out. So this is the first time he has explicitly taken that off the table. He's called for negotiations on Greenland, and he has, of course, laid out what he says are his reasons for wanting that big, beautiful piece of ice, because it's strategic and it's important to the defense of the US and Europe, and so on. He's also said, as you pointed out, that Europe has a choice. They can say yes, and he will appreciate it. And they can say no, and then he will remember. Now, if you look at his tariff policies vis-a-vis Europe, he's already imposed a 10% tariff, additional tariff, on the EU members because of Greenland, who oppose US taking over Greenland. And he has also threatened that if progress is not made till June, then those additional tariffs will go up to 25%. So what you're seeing is that he's again looking at trade coercion as a measure to put pressure on Greenland, and then he will probably seek to play off what Rumsfeld used to call old Europe and new Europe. New Europe being the East European countries who were former Warsaw Pact members, who tend to be more sympathetic to the US because they're more worried about Russia, vis-a-vis the old powers like Germany, France, UK. UK is more close to the US, but they will probably try to play off these divisions. So what we have seen till now is that for the first time, European leaders who were pussyfooting around Donald Trump, thinking that the best way to manage him is to appease him, not rattle him, pushed back.
Yes.
Carney was pushed back very hard. And he said, this is not a transition. This is not a moment of transition. It is a rupture.
Yes.
And similarly, that's what Ursula von der Leyen, the president of the EU, said, basically arguing that the EU now needs to see this as a point of departure to strengthen its own independent policies. If Trump seeks to use the tariff weapon, the EU has threatened that they will use their own anti-trade coercion provisions, and they could put reciprocal tariffs. So if there is a reciprocal tariff war between the EU and the US, it could really threaten the global economy, or at least put into uncertainty for everybody. And at the moment, it remains to be seen to what extent that pushback
Yes.
in return, which we
Ambassador Shankar, you
saw.
have made an important observation there that there is a visible shift in the strategy of the European Union leaders, that they have decided that they cannot continue to appease or perhaps work around the ego of the US president, that they have decided that it is time for a pushback.